Hey, Bruce Hurton here, and welcome to this lesson where we're going to be going through success mindset. And I'm going to be teaching you some things here that I feel are the most key areas in actually changing and having a positive mindset to grow the business that you want. But before we do that, I want to go into just a bit of information from me about what I feel in this trades industry today is one of the key issues that we are facing, and that is the fact that tradesmen aren't running businesses the right way, and that's partly down to a lack of education within the industry. We go to work, we go to college, we get all of our skills, but we don't ever get taught how to run a trades business, and we don't ever get taught the business side of actually running a business. So we are literally left out there, and there's a black hole there. And that's my job now, is to try and educate and get people to understand that way of doing things. And one of the biggest areas that I'm finding as I go through my journey in teaching tradesmen is that mindset is the biggest blocker when it comes to actually starting out or running or scaling or growing a business the right way. So you have to have the right mindset. Now, when we talk about mindset, some people will go to sleep. Some people will say, oh, it's all airy fairy. Mindset is literally just thinking a certain way and not thinking on the negative, thinking on the positive, which is one of the things that I've got here, positivity. It's just about molding your mind to actually be open to the way things work and open to new things within your life, to be able to give you the tools and the resources to actually go forward and start a trades business. So without any further ado, I'm going to get straight on, and I'm going to go through these 7 key areas that I feel are really important when it comes to actually starting, running or scaling a trades business and doing it the right way. So the first one, as we've already touched on it, I'm going to go over positivity. So positivity, you have to be positive. There's no good at having glass half empty attitude all the time. You are going to come across problems within your business when you start a business, but you have to be positive. You have to be positive about the future. You're going to have to push through these tough times. So being positive will get you over those hurdles. There's no good. It's no good being negative about things and being glass half empty and just thinking, oh God, the whole world's against me. Nothing's going right for me. No, that's the wrong mindset. You have to be positive. You have to be positive about the way you're going to drive your business forward, and look at things on the positive. Stay away from the negative. So that's the positivity side of things. Patience is the next one that I think is really key. You are going to do things in your business that are not going to work. You are going to do things in your business that aren't going to go as well as what you thought they were going to go. This is where patience comes in. This is where you have to stand back. You have to monitor. You have to research these things. You have to test and measure. And you have to understand that not everything's going to go your way. That's where patience comes in, and you have to take a step back and just take stock for a little while, whilst looking at actually what you've done and how things are going and where it maybe went wrong. That's where patience comes in. Patience is amazing when it comes to business and understanding. As entrepreneurs, we go at things, and I can say this myself, I go at things at 100 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour, and I literally drive so fast like that I want to get to that destination, and it's not always the right way. And it's one of the negative traits that an entrepreneur, a business owner, people that are thriving and striving actually have in today's world. It's like they don't have time to step back and take stock of what's going on. And that's all about having the patience to actually look at what's going on, take a step back and really, evaluate where things have gone wrong, what's happening, and really take stock of it. So that's patience. The next one is goal setting. This is a huge one, a massive one, which if you follow me, I talk about all the time. If you're not setting goals in your business, effectively what you're doing is you're getting into your car and you're driving without knowing where you're going. And there's so many people out there that are doing this. And it's crazy is the best word I can describe for it. The thing you need to do in your business is you need to understand where you're going. You need to understand what drives you every day. You need to understand why you're doing it, and when you get there, how are you going to quantify if you've achieved it? You know, if in 5 years' time you want to have a certain size house and you want to have a certain amount of money in the bank and you want to have a Maserati on the drive, let's say, all material things. But if you want that, you're going to have to goal set, and then you're going to have to, you know, reverse engineer that to understand what you need to do in your business to be able to achieve that. So goal setting is huge. You know, sit down with your wife, your partner, whoever that may be, even your business partner, and understand where you want to be. You'll be surprised how this could completely flip your mindset and the way you think about things in your business. And it will help you get to where you want to be. It will help you get up in the morning. It will help you understand why you're doing what you're doing. And it will give you that drive and that kick up the butt to make you get to your destination. So that is goal setting. I could talk for ages about goal setting, but it's a really, really important one when you think about how you're going to get to where you want to be, your mindset, are you in the right place? So a really important one, really take that one on board. Self-trust. You have to really trust in your own instincts. You have to understand that, you know, you're the person that's actually wanting this. You're the person that wants to push things forward. And what you'll find is when you are breaking out of the mold, when you are, when you are effectively going down a path less traveled than other people, you will find resistance. You will find people that aren't really on the same path as you. You will find people that don't buy into what you're trying to do. You have to trust in yourself that you are doing the right thing. You have to build trust in your own methods, in your own journey. You know, build trust in the fact that you are going to get to your destination. This is how you're going to do it. And, you know, that's because this is the kind of person you are. Do not listen to other people. Other people will try and drag you back down to their level because they are uncomfortable with you going off on a different path. Do what you need to do. Trust in yourself and make sure that you are comfortable on the journey that you are going on. Self-trust. It's a really key one. The next one is courage. In business, we have to have courage. You have to be willing to think outside the box, go outside the box, take risks. You know, be the guy that's in charge. Make a decision. Be that leader. You know, that all comes from having courage to actually, you know, go there. You might not always be right. You might, you know, sometimes we're always, you know, sometimes we're going to be wrong. You know, we can't be right all the time. But we have to be out there. We have to be pushing forward with that courage, with that fire to try and drive forward. So courage is a really, really big one that you really need to harness and use within business, because if you don't, you'll be a wilting flower and you'll literally just be taken in any direction. So courage, find the courage within you to actually drive your business forward. That's a really good one. Focus is, you know, is absolutely amazing. You know, you have to focus, and this is where a lot of people don't quite get to this level where you can focus. You understand where you're going. You understand exactly what you need to focus on to get to your destination, to get to your goal, you know, to get what you set out with your partner, to get what your dreams are, what your passions are. You know, so focus. You focus on what you want to do, and you focus so hard that you can't but fail. You know, so focus. One of the key areas is focus, and really, you know, really harness that focus and make sure that you are driving in the right direction to achieve your goals. And the only way you'll get there is if you do focus. Focus is so amazing. And the last one that we're going to go over is learning. Now, this is one of the biggest things, or one of the biggest areas that I can thank for everything that I've learned, everything that I've gained in knowledge over the years. It's all about learning. You know, they say more learning equals more earning. You know, and there's no better saying than that when it comes to this kind of thing. You know, learning. You have to be open-minded to opening up a book. You have to be open-minded to jumping on Audible and, you know, signing up for that subscription, $7.99 a month, and you can literally have, you know, the information that you need at your fingertips to help you out in every area of your business. Audible is amazing. I would definitely recommend a subscription to that. You can do it while you're driving in the van, in the car. Learning. You have to be learning. You know, if you've got some free time, if you've got free time in the evening, and instead of watching whatever you might be watching on TV, it's a really good idea to actually take an hour and just literally listen to an audible book, watch some stuff, really help your mind, exercise the mind, really get some knowledge going into there, because the more you learn, the more you will earn. And that's one that I would say is one of the biggest things that on this board is learning, because without that, you're literally going to stand still. You won't be able to go any further. And if you do go further, it's by luck, it's by chance, and you won't be equipped, you won't be fit to actually stay at that level. So learning, huge area where, your mind needs to be open to these possibilities. And they need to be open to the possibilities of all of these. All of these make up successful mindset. And this is the mindset that entrepreneurs like me and you, need to be harnessing and need to be implementing within our business and within our lives to be able to be successful. And you've only got to look at what the big successful entrepreneurs of today are doing, and how they act and how they operate. These will all be within their daily life. All of these things are in their daily life. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't need this, I don't need that, oh, that's all a bit airy-fairy. Have a good think about that. Have a think about the entrepreneurs of today. All implement this stuff into their life. They're rich, they're successful. They make a nice living. They're supporting their family. They do all these good things. And they've got all these nice things in life. They've got the right mindset. Mindset is the biggest thing for a tradesman and a trades business owner, not even just trades business owners. Any business owner with the right mindset, sky's the limit. So that's it from me. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. Really, please do take on board all of this. Please start implementing this stuff within your business, because it will absolutely skyrocket the way you think, and the way you think will ultimately change the way you run your business. That's it from me. Take care.